Jin and Sun is a great arc because he's the abusive husband and she's the docile wife, but by the end of the second season, they've totally flip-flopped.
The Whole Truth was a challenge to break, but it was also really rewarding. I love Sun and Jin's characters, so it was great to, again, explore their backstories.
That story is very conflicting. It's all about, in some ways, the things you run away from, the things you run away to.
216 was one of the most challenging acting episodes I've ever had.
Action! 내가 어떻게 당신 같은 잘난 남자를 꼬셨겠어요? Cut. Like that. That was good. Yeah. Okay. Cut. Print.
The swings of emotion that both Jin and Sun were required to go through in such a quick, moment-to-moment kind of way was something like I'd never done before. We did a scene in the bedroom where it starts off as a seduction scene and it goes to an argument which blows up into a fight, which turns into a scene that's about begging for forgiveness, and just so many different colors all within the same scene. That was the first time I think I'd ever done that on this show.
I'm not saying you should stay for Jin.
In terms of the fidelity in their marriage, it's Sun who is sort of suspect as opposed to Jin. Every sacrifice that he made in his life was for Sun, but she can't really say the same.
I had been sort of hankering to do the Sun pregnancy story for a while, and that it would make sense that if she couldn't have kids off the island, she would become pregnant on the island.
Episode 214, Sun gets kidnapped by Charlie. And then 216, we find out that Sun is actually pregnant. And by whom? We don't know.
As of right now, the jury's out as to whose baby that really is.
It could be anyone. Or anything. We don't know.
Well, I think that she's sort of the same. So at the end of the second season, a little more morally ambiguous than he is, which is sort of cool because looking at the pilot in that moment when he slaps her hand or yells at her to button up her collar, you never would think that this was their life.
I'm going to make up Michael Emerson today. He plays a character named Henry Gale, and he's been beaten rather badly by Saeed. When I hold this on his face, this lines up with his eyebrow. That's his hairline. This is his sideburn area. That's the corner of his nose, and that's the edge of his mouth.
After I look at my horrible face in the mirror when he's done, then I forget the rest of the day that I look like that. So I'm going around, chatting with people, having lunch, acting like I look like a human being. And it's only when I catch myself in front of a mirror do I realize that I look like something out of a horror film.
But if you have an actor you love and you put them in there, it's just like you get 100 times more story and just more charisma, and he's just a great actor and he's brought so much to that character. I mean, we're all just delighted with him.
This is the big secret of this makeup. No one knows about it, but we're letting you in on a few makeup secrets. You're cotton, sir.
This is like the lowest tech part of the whole.
Lowest tech. Yeah, I was going to make him a dental prosthetic, but this is the one. That's the secret. There you go.
It was great to have Ana Lucia, who's such a strong character, go in and actually interrogate Henry, because I think the viewers and all of us really wanted to know what the hell is up with these people. What do they want? Why is this guy here?
You people have been looking for someone to punish for everything that's happened to you, someone to blame, and now you've got him.
Michael Emerson is an extraordinary actor. You can tell, having worked with so many different actors, that Michael is highly trained. He's like a Stradivarius.
Men reject their prophets and slay them, but they love their martyrs and honor those whom they have slain. So what's the difference between a martyr and a prophet?
Because they've written these brilliant speeches for Henry Gale, there are times I found in working with him that because he has the facility as an actor of language, you need to activate it a little bit because it can get a little speechy.
Of course, if I was one of them, these people that you seem to think are your enemies, what would I do?
That's a particular facility he has, which is a joy as a director.
I guess it's a good thing I'm not one of them, huh? You guys got any milk?